What's up guys, Derek, moreplaysmoreneeds.com. Today we're going to be talking about Lewis Hamilton, supposedly a, totally transplant-free, pharmacology-free, complete hair loss reversal with just natural means. And people have been asking me to cover this before and after for a while now, even though it's been covered pretty extensively at this point. It's kind of like a bit of an old story. But basically this guy, in 2010, in some pictures, he had very visible diffuse thinning and recession to the point where he'd be like, you're pretty fucked, bro. And then in 2020, all of a sudden his hair, well, not all of a sudden, it's been like this for a minute now. His hair is, fucking great. It's so long. He can do this thing. He can do the happy Sunday world. Remember to let your soul glow all day. And then he does this TikTok-esque, does a little sound, fucking shakes his hair and shit, and he's obviously feeling himself and digging the curls and shit and feeling good about himself, which is great. Everyone deserves to be able to do that. So this was December 15th, 2019, and supposedly almost 10 years ago, this is what he looked like. So the caption, Hamilton's hair is literally the best comeback of all times. And then the caption, name a better comeback, we'll wait. So anyways, I was looking into some of his history of hair loss, and like some of these pictures you'll find, sometimes they'll find like the worst one and then like Photoshop it a bit or something, and then you end up getting a disproportionate like idea of what this guy actually looks like. So I wanted to dig way back, and like if I go back to, like I don't even know if he actually was competing back in these, he's a race car driver, by the way, if you didn't know. So like 2008, this is what he looked like. Oh, this is 2011. Let's see, 2009. This is supposedly what he looked like here. Yeah, so I can kind of see it. Let's see, fine for, okay, yeah, I can definitely see it in this one. So this is 2009. And this was, so over fucking 11 years ago at this point. Yeah, some angles it definitely looks worse than others though. Let's see, 2010. Okay, so this one by The Guardian looks pretty rough. But some of them don't look as bad. Like in The Telegraph, this one looks okay. Here's another one from The Guardian. It's got a bit of, I don't know, some diffuse thinning there. Here he is on the podium or whatever. Looking pretty receded, but, like some of these images are definitely worse than others. But if you go through his progress, his oldest Instagram picture, by the way, is 2018. So his hair is already like full-blown recovered. Like he has these long curls that he's able to like spike up and shit in these ones. So it's not very useful looking back, but his hair looks awesome here. And it's like, you would not think you could grow this out of this, like it would be very 99.9% unlikely, if not just practically fucking impossible. So here's that picture that everyone's like owning in on. Here's his hair. It's funny, there's a lot of articles already speculating about this. Like, I'm not the first to the party on this one. So a lot of people have been asking, but it's been covered extensively. Daily Mail. The problem I think everyone has with those, this guy is like, everyone thinks he's lying through his teeth, which personally I think too. Like, this is the before and after. Like, how, it's there's just no fucking way, dude. So the problem people have with it is that instead of saying what he did, he said, I didn't have hair loss, and actually I was just using natural products that were irritating my hair, and then I fixed my hair care hygiene like regimen, and then it just like started recovering. So he's basically implying he got extreme telogen effluvium by using like shitty hair care techniques, when it's like how likely is that to have been the case, unless you were like literally allergic or had some fucking toxin and whatever the hell it was you were using. So this is 2011, and this one looks, yeah, like some of them definitely look worse than others. So going through his timeline, 2012, 2013. Looking at pretty much the same 2013, like, it must be tough to get these transplants when you're like, oh, it looks like 2014 is kind of where things start growing out the flow a bit more. It makes me wonder if these guys just take like a hiatus from their professional sport and then just like come back with transplanted follicles and hope no one's the wiser. Oh shit, this is a pretty rough shot. Is this him? Yeah, that's fucking ruthless recession and diffuse thinning. Yeah, so that's a pretty revealing pick for 2014. Let me see. He grew it out, so he must have got a transplant after 2014. Here he is, 2015. Still looks pretty receded and thinned, but I don't know. It looks, actually no, it looks a lot better than it was. It's almost like it's, the amount he lost, I don't think you could really like get back to a very, very perfect baseline, but for the amount he had, like this looks really good to me. So 2016, okay, so presumably at this point he's basically like post-transplant, I would think, you know, and that's just my speculation. I don't know for sure. Maybe indeed was allergic to who knows, you know, some people have hair loss from the content of the water in their fucking shower head, you know, you never know. Yeah, okay, so this is 2018, this fucking hairline's like a Norwood Zero. So what do you, I don't know, man. Like how could, going from what the 2014 ones we just saw to this, it's like, what did you do? Use like a fucking nuclear protocol? Like I highly doubt it. So yeah, I think, yeah, obviously some of the images are definitely better angled than the others. Like this is the same year and it's not the same Norwood Zero that I was just looking at. So it's just the angle of him looking straight at the camera, but it's definitely much better. Like here he is with, in cornrows, I think, and it's pretty solid. And it looks like now he's been styling it like this, and you know, it's a bit more forehead maybe than when he was younger, but looks pretty fucking solid, you know? Definitely got a lot of hair to work with now, and more recently on his Instagram, like this was like 1 year ago, and he's doing the Happy Sunday Y'all dance. And going all the way to the top of his Instagram, all of them are fucking solid, dude. So hair loss is a thing of the past for him. So let's see the article that has everyone up in arms about his lying is the main problem everyone has with it. It would be one thing to just say you had a transplant, or oh, I'm on finasteride or fucking dutasteride or minoxidil or whatever the fuck, but instead he denies rumors of a hair transplant despite new bushy locks and says hotel shampoo caused Barnett to look thin before. What? Race ace Lewis Hamilton has denied rumors of a hair transplant, insisting his previously thinning thatch was down to using hotel shampoo. Showing off his new bushy Barnett on Instagram, Britain's F1 champ told his 12 million followers he now used good products instead. Hamilton, 34, gave himself a blow dry and said, I used to wash my hair with bath soap and anything I had at the time. Would wash 3 times a day, morning, after training, and night, so it was always dry. If in hotels, would use their bad product but never shampooed and conditioned. So he's claiming he never used good quality shampoo and conditioner, and that's why his hair fell out. He claimed that his hairline had receded because nobody ever educated him about how to treat it properly. Now the British world champion says he loves having crazy long hair. My hair started to thin out. A specialist told me that if I didn't start looking after it properly, I would start losing it in a short amount of time. No, dude, you don't just like you don't just get like telogen effluvium for the rest of your life from using some shitty shampoo. That just doesn't happen. Now with the right advice, I use good products. I love having long, crazy hair. Being educated about it was really something I'd been missing my whole life. It's too bad I don't have a video of this. Like how did he, like how do we know he actually fucking said this? A specialist is said to have warned Lewis that if he didn't learn how to properly care for his hair, he would lose it quickly. Man, like, can you imagine somebody sitting down and be like, if you don't stop using the hotel shampoo and soap, you're gonna lose your hair forever. Like, has absolutely nothing to do with androgenic alopecia. Okay, and this was another article I found from later in the same year, and I guess they saw his Sunday post being all happy about his luscious locks. And then let's see, 6-time Formula 1 world champion Lewis Hamilton in his latest video has revealed how his curls have blossomed since starting his new hair care journey 5 months ago. 5 months ago, like it was definitely better than that before that. The Mercedes racer said that he was changing his routine, blah, 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 losing his natural curls, watching his hair deteriorate due to poor maintenance over the years. I wouldn't be surprised if the hair was like, you know, deteriorating in quality. Like I'm sure that's definitely a possibility, but for you to have like a pattern of androgenic alopecia, like going up your fucking scalp and literally thinning right at the front, like I don't think you can blame that on the hair shit that you're using at the hotel, because then otherwise the sides would match the top in terms of thinness. You wouldn't just randomly get, well, I don't know, like I would think the products you're using everywhere would cause the same whatever reaction, allergic, whatever it is, severe drying, etc. on all parts of the scalp. You're not going to just get, and you would probably get it in like random patterns. It wouldn't be just like literally indicative of the way androgens miniaturize hair follicles, in my opinion. So most people think he's bullshitting pretty much, or at least, yeah, most people probably think he's telling the truth, to be honest, because most people don't understand this stuff. But for me, everyone wanted my opinion on this. How can you go from this in 2010 to 2020, either aggressive pharmacology or a hair transplant, in my personal opinion? You know, I could be wrong, but that would be my opinion. It's almost like natty or not, but for like hair, I guess. But so do I think there was not a transplant involved? I definitely think there was. You know, when this guy, how rich is this guy? Like, why the fuck would you not, dude? Like, even like, even if he didn't need one as bad as he did, like a lot of celebrities still get them just to get, like, perfect their hairline. So why would he not do it, you know, especially when it's like a blatant issue as far back as his mid-20s. So like, if you were this far gone and this is an accurate representation of where he was at in 2010, by 2020, he would be slick bald, you know? No chance at that point, in my opinion, without some significant intervention. So my guess, not natty. I think there was a transplant involved. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I have a few more of these videos lined up that you guys have asked me to cover. Notably, LeBron James before and after. A lot of people have been asking me to cover that one. Also purportedly the greatest comeback of all time. So, and that's not my words, that's from Instagram. So let me know if you guys want to see that one, and if there's anything else you want to see hair loss related, whether it be pharmacology. I don't really know a lot about transplants, to be honest, so I don't really have any answers to those questions, but anything drug related, I'm the fucking guy. Endocrinology, whatever it is. Anything else hair related though, you know, anything you want to see, drop it down, and maybe the top ideas, maybe I'll like drop down on the to-do list and get to hopefully soon. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at moreplates_moredates and all of the other platforms I'm on. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, as well as Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas I designed myself from scratch, pharma-grade hair loss medications that I use, where I get them through my HRT clinic. The best ketoconazole shampoo and fast-drying minoxidil you can get if you're going to use a ketoconazole shampoo. This is the best one I've used that will not dry your hair out like Nizoral. If you want the cost-effective one though, then just go to Amazon or Costco or whatever and get Nizoral. The minoxidil, obviously you can get the cheap Kirkland stuff that's much more cost-effective, or if you want something that won't make your hair look greasy, if you're using it twice a day, then this is the like high quality version of that stuff. That is the fastest drying one I've encountered to date. And anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.